seriously. We are in, as you know, really an unprecedented economic crisis. The treasure of this country is being pillaged right now, every day. We're in a daze. People we talk about other things. We are in an absolutely dire economic situation, and it's almost an alternate universe that we exist in, where anybody thinks that this can continue without serious consequences, that imposed upon Ireland are reparations of debt more than 3.5 times that imposed on Germany at the Treaty of Versailles, and that somehow we are going to be able to pay this. It cannot be done. It cannot be done. This isn't an opinion, it's just maths. There's no way that we can pay back this money. I slipped into saying pay back because, you know, you pay back something you borrowed, right? But of course we didn't borrow it. So how do we find ourselves? What sleight of hand, what three-card trick was played on us where we're paying back money that we didn't borrow? And the lies that are being proffered right now across Europe in newspapers like Le Monde, where you can have a member of the European Central Bank, Smiggy, the Italian member, come onto Irish television and say, well, the reason that you got into this trouble is because of your low corporate tax rates and because of profligate spending on behalf of the government. That's why you are in the situation that you're in. It's not. It's because we have more than 20% of all of Europe's failed bank debt put onto the shoulders of the taxpayers exclusively of Ireland. You'll hear the Germans say, well, we're opposed to a transfer union. We think it will be bad for the euro. What do they mean by that? Well, what the Germans sincerely mean is that they don't want to have to pay for the people retiring at 57 years old in Greece, who have 7 weeks holidays a year and don't work particularly hard anyway. They don't want to have to pay for that. They don't want to transfer wealth from Germany to pay for inefficient government spending in places like Greece. Yet, their government, supported by the Fine Gael party, the Fianna Fáil party, and the Labour Party, their government thinks it's okay to transfer the failed private bank debts of Germany exclusively onto the shoulders of Irish taxpayers. That's a transfer union that we've been forced to sign up for by our government, and with no resistance from Fine Gael. Because Floppy Ender went to Berlin yesterday and said, we won't drop our corporate tax rate. He didn't say what he should have said, which was, I'm going to be Taoiseach of Ireland in 2 weeks' time. And 5 days after I become Taoiseach, you will have done one of two things. You will have federalised the debts of all of these banks across Europe. What do I mean by that? That means that the German taxpayers, the French taxpayers, everybody picks up the tab and their share of it, which means on a per capita basis, we in Ireland, reluctantly, I might add, reluctantly, because we shouldn't even be paying this, will chip in our 1.5% or whatever is the cost, our share of bailing out these bondholders if you really think we should be bailing them out. We'll chip in our 1.5%. Which, by the way, you should have said, I really don't think we should be doing. You can lend us the money to do that at 1%. That's what he should have said. And he should have said, if you don't do that, in 5 days after I become Taoiseach, we are defaulting on all of the bank debt not the sovereign debt that you borrow. And I guarantee you, this isn't like, oh, there's a wild man, oh, this is completely unrealistic. They'll pay it.